Hello, Squishies! I am Andrew, and welcome to another Squishy Shorts. This time we are looking at The Curse of Monkey Island. After the release of Monkey Island 2, creator Ron Gilbert left LucasArts, and it would take 6 years before the company would return to that world. New creators in charge, a new style afforded by the advancements in technology, full voice recording for the first time, and a cliffhanger to resolve. Monkey Island 3 had a lot to prove. The Curse of Monkey Island is a point-and-click adventure game developed by LucasArts and released in 1997 for PC. Let me tell you what The Curse of Monkey Island is all about. Here is the official description. I sailed the seas from Trinidad to Tortuga, and I've never seen anything like it. The engagement ring I gave Elaine has a terrible pirate curse on it. LeChuck is behind it, I'm sure. I should have known that nothing good could come out of that evil zombie's treasures, and if that's not bad enough, the clairvoyant I met in the mangrove swamp told me that if I'm to break the curse and save Elaine, I will have to die. 6 years after the mysterious cliffhanger ending of Monkey Island 2, Guybrush is back in a new cartoon adventure. How is that ending dealt with? A bit of a casual handwave, and then they set off about telling their own new story. Is it disappointing? A little. But I also appreciate that rather than spending more time necessary trying to justify or explain something that they didn't know, the new creative team just skipped by it and immediately set their own story in motion. And it's a sleight of hand that I still feel is impressive because they really draw you in so quickly that you don't end up thinking about the ending, even when they try and draw back round to it at the end of this game. So yes, throwing Guybrush and LeChuck back together at the start of the game, you learn the ropes of the new control system. A golden coin with your actions indicated by icons for a hand to pick up or otherwise interact with the world, eyes to look at something, and a mouth to talk, eat, or drink. As you puzzle your way through the ship, you eventually come across a giant diamond ring. A diamond ring that when Guybrush places on Elaine's finger turns her into a golden statue. So it's often an adventure to find the stolen Elaine statue and lift the curse. Yes, Elaine is fridged at the start of the story, which is a shame considering how strong and interesting she had been in the previous two games. As with Monkey Island 2, there are 3 main islands to explore: Plunder, Blood, and Skull. Another returning feature is the insult sword fighting of the first game. This time, the insults must rhyme, which is both an interesting twist on the idea and an absolute joy in execution. You have to crew your ship before you get to go to the insult sword fighting, and there is a musical number called A Pirate I Was Meant to Be. It is glorious and you should enjoy it and make it last as long as possible. The most distinct thing about Curse, and this still holds up true today, is how beautiful it looks. Technology had advanced by 1997 that the game was given an animated movie look. The cutscenes are truly a thing of beauty. The game could have been groundbreaking, but was pipped to the post in terms of aesthetic by the first Broken Sword game, which was released a full 13 months earlier. Who knows if Disney, who own the property since their purchase of Lucasfilm, would ever remaster a game for modern hardware? Would any of the source material be easy to upscale to HD or 4K? It is certainly a game that shouldn't be given a new style. This game looks perfect as it is. The voice cast is also exquisite. This was the first time that the characters have been given voices, and goodness did they get it right. In particular, Dominic Armato as Guybrush and Earl Bowen as LeChuck, whose voices were so perfect that even their retroactive recording for the special editions of the first 2 games were still perfect and fitting. There are returning characters again like Stan, and outstanding new characters like Murray the demonic talking skull. Again, there were 2 difficulty options given, a normal mode and a harder Mega Monkey option. I was 16 when I played Curse, and I don't think I ever played the normal version, and unlike Monkey Island 2, couldn't tell you any of the differences between the 2. I would say that on the whole, Curse is an easier game than Monkey Island 2, being a little more straightforward than what had come before. I have such fond memories of playing The Curse of Monkey Island, of a game that, despite what you may think by looking at it, I had to beg my parents to buy me a new graphics card so that the game would run properly. Of sitting in my room laughing and puzzling my way through a grand pirate adventure. Have you played The Curse of Monkey Island? Are you a fan of the cartoon style? Let us know what you think in the comments, we'd love to hear your thoughts, and as always, this has been a pleasure, and we'll see you again on the next one. Bye, Squishies!
Chuck had in his treasure hold. You know, the one with that ghastly, disfiguring voodoo curse on it? Well, I'm sure Guybrush wouldn't have given you that ring.